Hello everyone, myself Tanvi Patel working as assistant professor in Computer Engineering Department in Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. Our subject is computer networks and our unit 2 is application layer. So today our outline is protocols of application layer. So protocols of application layers are DNS, that is domain name system or domain name server. Next is FTP, that is file transfer protocol. Telnet, that is terminal network. SMTP, that is simple mail transfer protocol. SNMP, that is simple network management protocol. And HTTP, that is hypertext transfer protocol. So today we are going to study about DNS, that is domain name system or domain name server. An application layer protocol defines how the application processes running on different systems pass the message to each other. Means how the application is running on the systems and how they pass the message to each other, that is being carried forward in the application layer. So DNS stands for domain name system. DNS is a directory service that provides a mapping between the name of a host of the network and its numerical address. DNS is required for the functioning of the internet. Next, each node in a tree had a domain name and a full name is a sequence of symbols specified by dots. DNS is a service that translates the domain name into IP address. This allows the user of network to utilize user-friendly names when looking for other hosts instead of remembering the IP address. For example, suppose the FTP site at EduSoft, that is one education software department, has an IP address of 132.147.165.50. Most people would reach this site by specifying ftp.edusoft.com. Therefore, the domain name is more reliable than IP address. Means you can see in example that many people they visit the website by their names only. They does not remember the IP address of the website. They just write up the website name and visit that website. So domain name is more reliable than IP address. Now next, here you can see the example of DNS, how it works. Next, DNS is a TCP IP protocol used on different platforms. It is used on many different platforms. The domain name space is divided into three different sections, that is generic domains, country domains and inverse domains. So first one is generic domain. It defines the registered host according to their generic behavior. Each node in a tree defines the domain name, which is an index to the DNS database. Means it is being indexed in the DNS database, connected to the database. The names are being defined in their database. It uses 3-character labels and these labels describe the organization type. Here you can see in example from the root level how the education website is being defined, example of the generic domain. Now here you can see the labels and the descriptions of the different types of domains. That is Aero, it stands for airlines and aerospace companies. BIZ, that is business or firms. Com, that is commercial organization. COOP Corp, that is cooperative business organizations. EDU, that is educational institute. GOV, that is government institutes. Info, that is information service provider. INT, that is international organization. MIL, that is military groups. Museum, that is museum and other non-profit organizations. Name, that is personal names. Net, that is network support centers. ORG, that is non-profit organizations. And PRO, that is professional individual organization. These are the different types of generic domains. Now next is country domain. The format of country domain is same as a generic domain, but it use 2 characters country abbreviations, example US for the United States, .ind for India, example, etc. in place of 3-character organizational abbreviation. Here in example you can see different types of country domains. Next is inverse domain. The inverse domain is used for mapping an address to a name when the server has received a request from the client and the server contains the files of an only authorized client. To determine whether the client is on the authorized list or not, it sends a query to the DNS server and asks for mapping an address to the name. Means inverse domain works like the server received a request from the client and it checks whether the client is authorized client or not. That is inverse domain. Here in example you can see the inverse domain. Now next is working of DNS. So DNS is a client server network protocol. DNS client sends request to the server while DNS server sends response to the client. Means it works at TCP IP protocol suite. Means the client sends request to the server and the DNS server sends respond to the client. Client request contain a name which is converted into an IP address known as a forward DNS lookups, while request containing an IP address which is converted into a name known as reverse DNS lookups. Here in example you can see the working of DNS. Now DNS implemented a distributed database to store the name of all the hosts available on the network. Means it implements one type of distributed database to store the names of the hosts which are available on the internet. If a client like a web browser send a request containing a host name, then a piece of software such as DNS resolver sends a request to the DNS server to obtain the IP address of the host name. If DNS server does not contain the IP address associated with a host name, then it forwards the request to another DNS server. Means if it does not contain the associated IP address, then it forwards the request to the another DNS server. If IP address has arrived at the resolver, which in turn completes the request over the internet protocol. Thank you.